Welcome to The Vibe. I'm your host, Gretchen Pleshaw, here in gorgeous Colorado, Vail, Colorado, with Chief Daly. How are you doing?
I'm great, Gretchen. Good evening to you.
I'm so happy to get to speak to you. So this man, everyone, you're a little bit of a legend around here. Everyone loves you in Vail. You're an amazing human being, and we love having you as part of this community. And what we're talking about today, we're really going to touch base on National Night Out. Can you give us a little information about what National Night Out is?
Certainly, National Night Out is a national event where police departments get the opportunity to interact with their communities. Originally, it was sort of formed for bringing people out to give them ideas about crime prevention, but it really has evolved over the years to being a lot more about community policing and people getting to know their community policing officers.
I love that so much because I remember early days, you guys asked me to do this through the radio a couple of years ago, and I was so excited because I knew a couple of the police officers. I see you guys out and about, but you're so good at getting the community involved, and with these, like you were saying, not only meeting various police officers, but meeting other people, the neighbors. I've met people here that were neighbors for years and had never met each other. So that's awesome.
Another big benefit is, as I say, people are busy lives, unfortunately, and this is an opportunity to actually meet your neighbor and perhaps become friends with your neighbor.
Exactly.
And have more socializing after this.
Now, how did you guys get involved with doing this? Has it been years in the making?
I think this is our 19th year doing it. So, like a lot of police departments, it may take time for them to realize about this national event, but about 19 years ago we did, and we've been doing it since. I think we had to take a break, obviously, during one of the COVID years,
right?
But otherwise, we've been out here every year.
That's pretty brilliant, too. And I was going to ask you, too, there's 3 different locations, right? Is that correct here?
Certainly. Yeah, so here in Avon itself, we have 3 locations.
Oh, Avon itself, okay.
So we have one here up in O'Neill Spur Park, one in Eagle Bend, and one in the Aspens. But countywide, Vail PD are doing one up at, I think, one of their fire stations. Eagle County Sheriff's Office are doing one in Minturn.
That's right, yes.
In Eagleville, they're doing a joint one in Gypsum, and then a joint one in Basalt.
That is so awesome. That is so cool. I love that. And I'm so excited to be part of this. One of my favorite things is the pizza. We have to give a shout out, Blue Moose Pizza.
Oh, absolutely. The Nolans, who own Blue have been fantastic every year for many years. I think we're getting 100 pizzas. So I can only imagine their kitchen up in Beaver Creek trying to prepare 100 at one time, but it's pretty amazing.
Well, and I wanted to say, because in Vail, we're all about community, and that's something that we were speaking a little off camera before, and I really do honor the men and women that work for you and yourself as well, because all of us feel so safe here, and it's neat because we do have a special connection with you guys. So, well,
we really appreciate you, Gretchen, being out here again, helping us out in this event. All of our police agencies in Eagle County are focused on community policing. Yeah. We do this event. We do. We're actually doing an 8-week Latino Police Academy. Okay. We do an 8-week Citizens Police Academy, and it really is trying to get community members out and getting to know Greg, not just the person who has a badge or has D's on his lapel. That we are community members. Right. We live here. We work here. Our kids are growing up here.
Right.
So that's really one of the main purposes, is to understand that we are community policing officers that are here to serve our community.
I really love that. And I was going back to thinking about all the different things, the activities that you guys do to help people feel like part of this community and know you more, like you're saying, as Greg, and not just the man under the cowboy hat.
Sure, yeah.
I love that, by the way. Love it. I mean, that is we're going to we'll step off for 1 second. We are on a show called The Vibe, so we got to talk about this real quick.
Sure.
Is this just for Eagle County, the cowboy hat?
We, Eagle County Sheriff's Office, have had them for a number of years. We looked at them actually around this time last year. I've been thinking about it for about a year now.
I remember you getting so excited about this. Yeah, it's a vibe. I had to say.
We had a couple of officers work Boom Days up in Leadville, and wore them for the first time out there. The reception it was just ecstatic. Yes. So we said, hell yeah, we have to do this.
Gotta do it.
And we've been wearing them for the last year, and
it's amazing.
It is, and I think it's a bit of an icebreaker as well, and talking to people and asking us about them and whatever else. And we're representing, this area was a homesteading community, so it makes sense that we're representing the fathers and foremothers of this area.
I love that so much. Now, going back to my original question, we had to talk about the vibe of the hat. You guys do coffee with cops, correct?
Yes, coffee with a cop. Yeah, we try and do that a number of times a year. You know, in a number of locations around town.
Yeah.
And again, the whole idea is to greet community members and sit down with them and just chit chat with them. And if they have questions about policing, or they've got particular problems they want to talk to us about in a more casual atmosphere, it's a great way to connect with people.
I love that so much. Now, I know that people are going to want to know how they can find out all these awesome activities that you have or, you know, events that you guys have around the town. How can they get in touch with you guys, or should they go to a website, or what is the easiest?
Yeah, I mean, we tend to post a lot on our website on the avonpolice.org, but also on avon.org. There's a lot of community events, aside from what the police department run, but obviously concerts and special events in Harrier, Nottingham Park.
That's so cool. That is so awesome. And you guys do social media as well, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We do our best. You know, it's we don't have a dedicated individual to it, but we obviously try to post a lot about our community policing events and show that side of what we do. There's obviously the other side of policing, that we're going to 911 calls and we're having to enforce the law, but the other side is the community policing, and that we are here to serve our community.
Now, Chief Daly, I was going to ask you a loaded question. I know you have a lot of events that you do. What is your favorite, personally?
You know, I would probably put it down to this event and our academies, our 8-week academies.
Awesome.
In those 8-week academies, for example, we have 30 students in those academies at the moment, and it is just a phenomenal way to get to know our community and then to get to know us. So we do a lot of we do another. Now that you put me on the spot, I'm gonna have to add shop with a cop. All our agencies do in December. We get kids from our elementary school, bring them to Walmart, then bring them to dinner afterwards.
That's really special.
That is great. We also do a basketball event throughout the winter. One of our officers does basketball on Tuesday nights with local kids.
Oh, that's I'm learning things I didn't know. That's amazing. That's brilliant.
So yeah, I'm afraid I can't give you just one. I have to give them all.
I had to do it. You're too good at this. You had to, you know.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much for everything.
Absolutely, and thank you as well, Gretchen, for being here yet again. Really appreciate you being part of the community.
I love it. It makes me so happy. And keep it right here. We have more of the vibe to come.